I mean, I know we have caucus chairs here, but do they actually have caucus meetings? In other words, do the Central Committee members hold their own caucus meetings?
We're technically supposed to.
Oh, I think that's a great idea.
Yeah, we're technically supposed to. And we did actually for a long time. And I think just because of politics being what they are, especially within my district, there's a lot of committee members in the 76th, the old 76th, that are, they work for consultants, they're running campaigns, they're it's the consultant business of Central Committee that we talked about. And because of which consultant they're working for and the mayor's race and which way things are going there, we stopped having caucus meetings because they felt like, it was just going to be a however long bitch fest on either the mayor's race or whichever candidate they're working for.
Were the caucus meetings open to the public, so to speak?
Not really open. I mean, it was open to anyone, I guess, Republican that would be a Republican registered voter within that district. Because obviously, I mean, if you're a registered voter and you're 78th, why would you be going to a meeting in the 77th? I mean, it makes sense that way. But they were certainly open. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of attendance because they're not heavily promoted. But I do think that having open caucus meetings within the various districts and having Republican voters come and air out their grievances or even give the elected Central Committee members ideas on where they want to see the county party go, who they want to see get endorsed, and so on and so forth, where they think their efforts on volunteerism and where the money needs to be directed to, I think would be phenomenal.
I'm just glad this is the second idea. The two things that hit me were if I'm elected, one, introduce the roll call idea, and two, mandate.
Which, if I'm elected, I will second that motion.
There we go. And then the next thing will be to mandate caucus chairs to hold a monthly meeting.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have to be formal. I think they can be a happy hour with with a 20-minute meeting, because I think we should be encouraging as much as we can people, Republicans in those districts, to get out and try to be involved.
Oh, absolutely.
Even if it's only just come to have a couple of beers and talk to you.
Absolutely. In the South Bay, I know in the old districts, the two caucuses down there, the old 79th and the old 78th, they had joint meetings, because I mean it's two districts in the South Bay, and from a regional standpoint that makes sense.
Sure.
And I think the 78th. The 78th is interesting. The new 78th is interesting because it's coastal Solana Beach to Imperial Beach, so I don't know if people...
Mexico. No, we go right down the border.
Well, yeah, I mean, you guys go, yeah, exactly. I mean, you're, right there. So I don't know if you guys would have any influence in the South Bay issue, but because your district goes in the South Bay with respect of Imperial Beach, I think that, and Coronado.
We have 8, I figured this out, we're 8 different submarkets. And the interesting thing about this district is, if you think about this, Solana Beach and Del Mar people all kind of know each other.
Yeah.
Right? La Jolla is its own one.
Yeah.
Right?
That's true.
Pacific Beach and Mission Beach all kind of know each other. And Claremont is not the district, but that would be part of that. Mm-hmm. And then you've got Point Loma, kind of part of that Ocean Beach world.
Right.
Then there's downtown. And then there's Coronado, and I Bay.
Right. Oh, and then Hillcrest and
then we go.
Mission
Then
Hills
we got to do the Snake Road.
Yeah,
we're going to go Snake. Where it snakes east. Hillcrest, North Park, South Park, all the way out to town. I mean, you quite literally have 10 different submarkets that are not homogeneous at all. That's one of the interesting things about it. Whereas the Assembly District 76th, I mean, Oceanside, Vista, Encinitas, Carlsbad. There might be 2, but they all kind of come together.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's going to be the interesting challenge.
And
Where's yours? Where's your district?
77th is the other part of Claremont, because Claremont got split in two, which is something we didn't want, but it happens. It happened on the city council too. We got split into 2 different districts there. But the 77th is Bay Ho, East Claremont, and it goes all the way out to San Carlos. And then it goes all the way up the 15 and the 805. It covers Mira Mesa, Scripps Ranch, City of Poway, Rancho Bernardo, Penasquitos,
really?
San Pascual. Yeah.
Wow.
But the thing about that is that because it's all like kind of that north of 52 kind of stuff. I mean, even though some of it's not north of 52, but Tierra Santa is another one. They all have similar issues because it's almost kind of all based around the Miramar Air Base.
Right.
So,
yeah.
and it's kind of the Miramar Air Base communities basically are what make up that district.
Huh. Is Linda Vista part of that?
No, Linda Vista is actually in the new 79th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about
And that's a whole other thing too. because you've got Linda Vista, and then you've got Mission Valley, and all of those kind of north of 8, but south of the 52 communities there, and then it drops down into Bonita, Chula Vista.
Makes no sense. I mean,
It looks an upside down L.
Right.
I mean, it's ridiculous.
That's what ours is. Ours is a,
Yeah.
what do you call it, a T-square.
Yeah.
And 10 different markets. So I'm trying to think, well, where would we have those type of meetings? I guess.
Well, because it's basically like 30 miles long, we basically have to come into that, whichever area is 15 miles in.
All right.
Yeah.
Sports arena.
I was gonna say, sports arena. If you guys manage to pack the sports arena and have a
That's the intention, right? If we're doing our job right.
Yeah, exactly. You
The
pack
sports arena is packed every month.
or
every
the
Friday.
is that with the Valley View Casino
Valley View Casino.
arena. I like sports arena. I don't know why Valley View Casino changed that.
I remember I worked for a mortgage banking firm that was loosely associated with a real estate company called iPay1, which was kind of a flash in the pan discount type brokerage. But they cut a deal to rename the sports center the iPay1 Center. So for the 4 months or so it was in existence, we had access to those seats.